Welcome back, everyone, to episode 3 of my Leeds Football Manager 19 save that I've been doing on the channel. We are still very early on, but we have played 4 games since the last episode, so I wanted to go through those with you to see the results. As you can see on the screen here, we've been largely successful. We haven't even conceded a goal since the last episode in the last 4 games. So we'll go over some of those with you now. So Middlesbrough here, we played them on television. I mean, it was a whitewash really, and as you can see, once again the main man ROOFE coming up with a hat-trick in the first half. So we'll go over those goals now. So obviously it starts with the goalkeeper. That suits our play out from the back mentality that we want to go with, part of the philosophy of the tactic. And as you can see, Forshaw plays a lovely ball into ROOFE, and it's just a fantastic goal. Douglas, who's been one of our key players this season, with two lovely deliveries into the box, and that's 3 of our goals already, before Connolly makes it 4. That did go a little bit quick, but as you can see, ROOFE got 3 goals in the first half. Connolly rounds the goal scoring off to make it 4. And all in all, it was just a really good performance. Most of the possession, they were limited to 1 shot the entire game, which is phenomenal. So really impressed with the boys. Alioski gave another great game. Connolly got his goal. Douglas was phenomenal again. And ROOFE, of course, with the hat-trick. Cannot complain at all. Middlesbrough are a tough team as well. They're only 19th at the moment, but they were predicted to finish a little bit higher in the division. They were predicted to finish in 7th. So they're not doing too well so far, but we did manage to dispatch those quite simply. Then went on to Millwall. This is an interesting game because they were also very low. They were in, I think, 20th when we played them. Now with this game, we were slightly more controlled of possession, but we just didn't create anything. The one thing to mention with this lineup though, we did have to make a few changes. Berardi came in, Alien was a little bit tired, so we brought in Berardi. Helm came in, Shackleton came in, and Roberts came in. Alioski had a slight knock, but we brought him on in the last minute of the game, just to give him a bit more fitness again. ROOFE didn't do anything that game, he was pretty poor. So we brought him Bamford with 15 minutes or so left to play, and he didn't really do anything either, which was quite a shame. But it was good to see Calvin Phillips get back into the action. He got 15 minutes after recovering from injury, so that was really good to see. Then we went on to the Preston game, and here we got a couple of different goal scorers. We've got Douglas, who's our main set piece taker, and you'll see that in just a second, and Pablo Hernandez, which is supposed to be one of our key players in the team. He does look really good. He's had international caps for Spain as well, which is very good to see. So if we click onto that and watch the goals on this one, we were quite fortunate. When we were 1-0 up, they did get a red card, but Douglas here with an absolutely outstanding free kick. We'll slow this down. Now here, Forshaw drags it into the box, goes for a shot, gets deflected. Alioski all the way to Hernandez, lovely header into the far corner. So that was another fantastic result. Good possession again. It's something we've been able to maintain through the gegenpressing throughout the system. They didn't even have a shot on target, so again, very successful game. And then lastly, before you joined us today, we have the Birmingham City game. Now this one was a bit different as well. If we go into this, we still had most of the possession. We limited them again to no shots on target. We unfortunately had a couple of injuries in this game. One to Douglas and one to Cooper. Now you'll see those after the game, sort of the impact on that. I'll go through that with you. First, let's look at the goals. Make sure that's slowed down again. Right. So here we start with Click, over to Douglas. Douglas does what he does best, whips it in. Click's there to pick up the ball, and he's done brilliantly there. Second goal for Leeds. Douglas again, being so influential down the side. Albeck over to Aylin, and Aylin whips it in. Alioski's there to tidy up, make it 2-0. And then Hernandez whips a ball into the box, and ROOFE's there. Roofe had one goal, one game where he didn't score any goals, but he comes back into the fold and he scores immediately after Bamford. He was actually substituted on for Bamford because Roofe had a poor game, but Roofe showed us why we should have started him by scoring a goal. So that was absolutely fantastic. Now, if we have a quick look at Cooper, unfortunately he's out between 9 days and 3 weeks, which is a shame. He only just come back from injury. He recently had another injury for 2 months. He come back in. I did try and I put him in the under 23s for one game, and he had a lot more match fitness. I think it was about 83% match fitness, so I thought it'd be good to put him in. Unfortunately, it wasn't the case. If we go to Douglas, he's actually out for a lot longer. We have to send him to a specialist. He's actually out with a hip injury, expected to return in 6 to 9 weeks, which is absolutely horrible considering how influential he's been for the team. If we look at his average rating, in 8 games, he scored 1 goal and assisted 5 goals. So he's done absolutely insane for us. Unfortunately, we weren't able to keep him fit, which is a shame. But so that's where we leave that there. We've gone through the injuries, we've gone through the results. The next thing we can really do is play the Sheffield Wednesday game. So here we are on the tactics screen just before the game. Obviously we've got a couple of injuries which could be a slight issue, but we do have a very capable backup in the form of Berardi. Not the best. I'm probably going to put him wing back defend, just to be a little bit more cautious. And Cooper, again, we've got a couple of really good backups. I think I'm going to go with Connolly just for that experience. We're going to take Douglas out of the team. I think we're going to put Calvin Phillips on the bench, returning to full fitness basically any moment, or just return to be eligible to pick. So we'll put Phillips on the bench. In terms of the starting 11, Roofe has earned his way back into the team. We'll put him as a pressing forward. That's what he's been at all season so far, and he's done excellently. So we're going to do that. In terms of the rest of the team, Aylin, Connolly, Janssen, Berardi, Allbeck, who's just been very consistently good, 7.4 rating, done everything that's required of him. Click in that box-to-box role. And we've got Forshaw in that Mazzala role on an attack duty. And I think Hernandez has been pretty good as well. Not played many games. I've chose Clark over him more often than not. But he's got 2 goals and 2 assists in 4 starts and 1 substitute appearance. So that's very good. So yeah, that's what we're going to go with for this team. And I'll submit the squad and we'll go into the game. Right, what should we say to the team? This is going to be a relatively tough game. I said, calmly, I fully expect you to keep our run going and win this match. Perfect. A couple of them are quite motivated, and now we go into the game. Turn that down just a little bit and see what happens. Okay, we're 16 minutes in, we get our first highlight. Berardi throws it in, Allbeck retrieves the ball into Click, who fires it across to Aylin, who's been superb this season. Hernandez picks it up, and was a bit wild, but Forshaw's got it, Click's now got it. Over to Berardi, our second choice left wing back. Out to Allbeck. Is he going to take a pop? No. Okay, we're just playing it around, keeping things simple. And look who it is. Of course it's Kamal Roofe. Who else would it be? He pops up with a goal. Quite a lucky deflection, I think, on the cross, wasn't there? From Hernandez. There was a little block on the way through. Am I right? Yeah, a little block, but it comes straight to Roofe and he does excellently. It's a very good start to the game. We're still managing to maintain possession. Picked up a yellow card for Click, which isn't ideal. But yeah, we're playing well so far. Again, they haven't had a shot on target yet. We haven't had too many opportunities, but you know we got one and we've taken it. So hopefully we can keep this up. Looks like that's going to be half time in just a moment. I don't think we're going to get any more highlights now. Okay, so we move into the team talk. Again, Roofe. Do you know what? Apart from the goal, he hasn't done much else. 7.1 is quite a low rating for a striker who scored. think we should assertively say we've played well, but there is still room for improvement. And I think we should. No, I think that's going to be okay for now. We start the second half. Have they got a highlight straight away? Looks like they might do. Aaron's down the right hand side, and it's a lovely challenge from Berardi there. I think that'll be it for the highlight. A couple of players are quite frustrated, ours are motivated, which is always good to see. Picked up a couple of yellow cards now. I think I do want to give Phillips 25 minutes or so to try and work his way back into the team, build up some match fitness and start being influential like we know he can be. Alioski's had a pretty poor game, although Hernandez is quite tired. We'll leave it just for the next kind of 5-10 minutes of the game. See what happens. Okay. 17 minutes left to play. They've got a highlight. Joao runs through, and it's a fantastic goal. It's very unfortunate they've scored, but we must continue. Now we must try and find a way back into this game. So I think Alioski has to come off just because he's been quite poor in terms of his average rating there, just 6.4 rating. Now we have a couple of options. We can bring Harrison on, or we can put Hernandez. He doesn't play great over there. Okay, we're gonna take Alioski off and put Harrison on. He's not the most amazing player, but he's fairly good. He's good enough to potentially get us back into this game. The other option, we have Bamford. I don't really want to bring him on this game. I don't think he's really cut out for it. So I think the only other thing we can really do now is take out Hernandez, who's been playing well, but he is tired. And we'll put Clark in as we'll put him in as an attacking winger. Put Harrison on a supporting winger. Give him a little pep talk before they go on. Passionately say, there's a lot more to come from you, and I believe you've got it what it takes. I think in terms of our actual how we play, I wouldn't change any of that. Maybe take the shorting down, but keep it at a high tempo, but make sure the passing is just a lot shorter. Do you want to distribute quickly to the flanks? I think everything else I'm happy with. Maybe we'll stick on balance for now. Maybe the last 10 minutes we'll go attacking. Yeah, passionately say, got what it takes. Now let's continue. Hopefully we demand more now. Hopefully we'll get something out of them. Here we go. Calvin Phillips with a free kick. Blocked into Harrison. Connolly's got the ball. And it's come out, and it looks like they might be able to have a counter attack here, which isn't good. Nope, we've received the ball. Turn that up a little bit. Harrison's there. He's taking a shot. Oh, it's very unfortunate from Harrison. It was a very good play from him. Definitely been the better team. Fortunately, we have another highlight now. Hopefully one of our players can create something here for sure. Oh, we've lost the ball and Onoma's got it now. Oh, fantastic tackle from Albeck. He's done everything that's required of him. He's been fantastic for us this season. There we go. Slow the pace down a little bit. Regather ourselves. Phillips managed to keep the ball. Very good. Into Albeck. I think it's Albeck. We'll stick with Albeck. Berardi's got it. What can he do? Harrison's got the ball. Harrison's... Oh, we've been tackled. Now they have an opportunity. Joao's got the ball. Into reach. We need to... Oh, no. We've conceded. Okay. Let's put him back onto support. Let's put him in on attack. I'm going to swap these two round. I don't really know what else we can do here. As we put both of these on attack and change our mentality to attacking. That's all we can really do at this stage. We've just got to hope that we can do slightly better now. Now if we can give a little get creative for the last couple of minutes. Can we do anything, boys? Come on. No, run out of time. Can we get a set piece? No. Is that going to be it? I think that's it. I think we've lost this game. It's all over here. So away to Sheffield Wednesday. We knew it was going to be a difficult game, but we created a few chances. We had the lion's share of possession. in terms of player ratings, we weren't great. We weren't awful though. ROOFE managed to get his goal, and Hernandez did actually play well. I had to take him off though, he was getting quite tired. But that's incredibly disappointing. I'm not going to give him a hard time. I don't think... Do you know what? I think I'm going to let him off with just an unlucky. He seemed to gain confidence and motivation from that. Let command ROOFE as well know that he's done well. Just unfortunate. Let's have a quick look now. So we lose the top spot. I think we're fighting out of Aston Villa at the moment. Don't need to go to that. We don't really want to go to that press conference. So move ahead just slightly. Let's have a look at the competitions then. So Sky Bet Championship. Here we are. So we played 10 games, won 8, drawn 1, lost 1. That's still good. If we look at Leeds, if we look at the history of the club, as you can see, they haven't been in the Premier League since the 03-04 season, and so since we got promoted back from League One, in the 10-11 season we finished 7th. We've never finished higher than 7th, so to be in second after 10 games is good. We've actually already got a 6-point gap on the rest of the playoff positions, so we're doing very well in that regard. Got a very good goal difference, which could come in handy towards the end of the season. Especially, we don't really want to finish in this playoff position just because it could be incredibly difficult to come out of them. You know, the stakes are always high in the playoffs. And then, I mean, overall, again, I'm still pretty happy with what's happened, just not in that particular game. Again, ROOFE is far and beyond the best player. He hasn't even played every every Championship game. That's a lie. He has played, just didn't star one of them. He made 10 appearances, 12 goals, very good average rating. In terms of the average rating for the entire division, wow, I didn't realise. We've got 8 out of the top 9 are our players in terms of average rating. Douglas leading the line. Unfortunately, he is injured. Aiden has been fantastic. ROOFE again been fantastic. So yeah, we're doing very, very well in that regard. Assists, we've been phenomenal. Kika Casilla, 7 clean sheets in 10 games. Obviously Kalinic has done really well for Aston Villa. He's a very good goalkeeper. Aston Villa are doing very well themselves. Look at their average ratings. You got Andre Green, 20 years old, doing fantastic for them in his 6 appearances. So yeah, we're doing well. We do want to continue up good form. But in terms of the form table, we're not quite there. If we look, we're actually in we're in 5th in terms of form because we've got 1 loss and 1 draw in the last 5 games. Aston Villa haven't lost a game in the last 5 games, so they've done really well. If you look at the schedule now, we've got Hull. I think what I'm going to do, because Brentford, they are a huge team. They're not doing very well so far in 13th, but they are a huge team. We might do something a bit different in the next episode. I think I'll play the whole game off camera. We'll come back for the Brentford game. We'll come back for the Brentford game, and then we'll play Blackburn as well. So we'll do the 2 of these in the same episode because we've only got 1 round-up team in Hull. So we'll round up after Hull, and we'll play Brentford at home and Blackburn away, and then we'll figure out again what we're doing after that. We still don't have any more cup competitions until the FA Cup 3rd round because we got knocked out of the Carabao very early. But ultimately, if we get rid of the friendlies, because that's not really that important. If we look at how many is that? That's 7 games. Another 4, 11. So we played 11 games in total. We lost 2 of them, drew 1, and won the other 8. So we've been pretty good so far this season, considering we're expected to finish in, I think it was 4th, wasn't it? Do you know what? It says season preview. Before the season started, we were predicted to finish in 4th, so the odds have now gone up on us winning. So yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave this episode here. I hope you have enjoyed, and we'll move on to the next one very soon. I am recording these a couple in advance, so by the time that I'm recording this, maybe an hour after the first episode's gone out, I don't think there's been any comments left or anything like that yet. But when the second one comes out, if you have, or the first one, if you have any sort of suggestions, I won't be able to see them for a couple of episodes, but leave any suggestions, it'd be greatly appreciated. I will be looking, when this season finishes, to get Football Manager 20, just to kind of keep up with the times. Obviously, I'm still very much enjoying Football Manager 19, but there's no reason to not get the 20, so I will be doing that very shortly. So yeah, like I said, hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, it will be greatly appreciated, because you can see when videos are going live. And take care.